So doctor, we've talked about how butyric acid helps to increase metabolism, increase mitochondria, and things like that, and the endothelial cells, stomach lining. We've talked about neurotransmitters. I want to go back to the brain for a second. Everyone, especially as we get older, is concerned about staying sharp. We want the limitless pill that expands our mental capacity. We want to keep our memory. And we're worried about the diseases of aging, like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and things like that. What role can butyric acid play, and specifically LINQ, in helping keep our brains healthy and vibrant and strong?
Well, it's interesting. You talk about, the fact that we've talked about establishing a healthy gut, a healthy digestive system, a healthy microbiome, but really understanding the connection between the brain and the digestive system is pivotal. And we often think of leaky gut just being in the digestive system, or irritable bowel syndrome just being in the digestive system. But we know through a lot of different research that patients can have different emotional triggers that set off a lot of these different components. And so the connection between the brain and the gut is absolutely paramount. When we talk about a second brain, or we talk about a first brain, really the question sometimes becomes which came first, and which is first, and which is most important. And to answer that question, which I'm asking myself and answering myself, is yes, the answer is both. And so we've got to take care of that digestive system, we've got to take care of that second brain, so that our first brains, if you will, can function to their optimal ability. So things like protecting and closing the blood-brain barrier and taking care of that digestive system so more toxins and more aberrant information isn't leaking through and causing problems.
What if we've not had a good history of diet, or we've had other injuries, things that have caused some cell death in our brain? Is it possible to re-energize or develop new brain cells?
That's an interesting question, and we hear all the times that the brain doesn't change and the brain doesn't grow. Once it reached its max, here it is, and that's it. Yet there's an entire branch of neurology called neuroplasticity that shows that does happen, that it does work. And so again, if you can give the brain an optimal environment where it can develop, grow, regenerate, we've actually shown through recent studies that you can get new neurons that form, you can get new connections that form. The brain can relearn. And so based on those facts, you want to empower the brain with mitochondria food, if you will. You want to make sure the membranes are healthy. That's butyric acid.
Wow. So going back, you said that endothelial cells love to eat butyric acid. It sounds like mitochondria love butyric acid. It sounds like neurons love butyric acid. Neurotransmitters like butyric acid. How can all of these very disparate functions and systems be so connected?
It comes down to it being a foundational treatment, something that's so profound, so basic, that all your cells need it, use it. In one way or another, they need it or use it. Sometimes it's for fuel, sometimes it's to repair the membrane, sometimes it's to do something completely different, stimulate DNA, those type of things. Whatever the source is, it's foundational in what it does, and all of our cells have become not only accustomed to it, but need it for optimal care. And that's a pivotal word here. The reality is making that link and connecting that link is really your opportunity to optimize your health, not just make it from day to day. And certainly it will help with that. But if you want to optimize your health, you've got to look at creating that link and making that connection.
We would never say that LINQ, our LINQ, is the only thing that people need to do. But I know that in your practice of medicine, and you have branched far beyond traditional medicine into a lot of different areas of study. But if you were to just close our discussion today with a few words as to why are you so excited about the potential and the benefits that people can expect with LINQ?
Well, I think just being one of those foundational treatments, bacteria, if you will, that aren't even connected to our bodies find and use this and do it in a healthy manner. Butyric acid is one of those things that it changes the way we express our DNA, our inflammation. That helps with cardiovascular, it helps with neurofunction, it helps us get rid of chronic infections. it's just a foundational treatment it's extremely exciting. And we combine that with nutrients and so forth that really draw that connection between the gut and the brain and the immune system, the brain and our hormones. I mean, this is all so interconnected. And when you talk about, a cell that's way off in the middle of our bodies and has nothing to do with the rest of these systems, what does it matter to them? It matters everything to them. Because I don't know of a cell in our body that doesn't respond to hormones, that doesn't respond to some type of neurological input, that absolutely is under the influence of our immune system. So foundational, absolutely fundamental care that makes a big impact on every cell in our body.